Had to put my hat on. Uh, I washed it the other day, and it shrunk, or my head got bigger. One or the other. I don't know which one. Whatever. I get around some deaf people, man. And I start remembering when I couldn't hear on my right ear for a while. So it's just like whatever. And it does change the way you speak a lot of times when you're young and it affects you. But somebody told me that they've been deaf for like 10 years and they're like 20 something. I was like, man, that doesn't change the way you speak. You know what I mean? It really doesn't unless you go way deaf, but you still speak like you know, the normality of it or something. I don't know what it takes to make you speak incorrectly, but when you're younger, you can't hear anything. You know what I mean? You can hear your own voice. You don't know what you sound like, so you speak differently. I like deaf people, but I can't stand when deaf people, you know, go with the whole flow of, you know, deaf and dumb and all that crap. Can't stand it. You're not dumb. You're intelligent too. Don't act dumb and make it come true. You know what I mean? Just to be a smart aleck about it or whatever. So, but I was raised down south. I didn't mean to be born in another country. It's just where the people went. They took me down there. I ended up in Florida wearing a pair of gator near my hair. Something I don't know how to run that. There were gators in my hair. I ain't talking about Croc. I'm talking about alligators. And I think the reason they named them alligators is because they didn't like the word crocodile. Who cares? I don't like those stupid reptiles. Somebody got me smoking on a cigar. I just put it out. I'm okay so far. Smoking on a vape. I was gonna give to this girl that I've been talking to, but she took off into her own world last night. She had a family, and you know, I like venting on YouTube. She was acting mad at me yesterday. I don't know what's up. You know, somebody saying something about me inside the Salvation Army or something. She got mad about it. And she just telling me basically. But then she was happy to see me later in the day. But anyhow, what's up, Junior and Kira Garza? How are you? Or if it's Junior, what's up? If it's Kira, what's up? If it's both of you, what's up? Que pasa? Garza is a very Spanish name. I like Spanish people. I feel their fight about the borders and stuff, you know, South America. It's just stupid stuff, man, that's going on. I can't believe ICE and their whole thing, you know, arresting everybody till they figure out whether they're from here or from, you know, somewhere else and all that stuff. Illegal this, illegal that. Illegals are killing everybody in the United States, blah, 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 all that crap. I don't think so, man. I think the news forgets to mention exactly what goes on when something happens. You know, they get their partials because they're trying to hide the whole. You know, the whole thing is it's they have the right, even if they're you know charged with a crime, to have privacy. Still, they still have the right to privacy. You know, you can be charged with a crime and then be, you know, not. Uh, Not guilty of it, and then you know the whole world done made you guilty because they just want to say so. You know what I mean? Like gambling on it or something. But you have the right to your privacy. You have the right to be tried. You have the right to be, you know, uh, not guilty. But recently, I got into problems because I was drinking over a year ago. Like 3 years ago, I got drunk, and maybe 4 years ago, I was in 22, in end of 22, and did stupid crap. It was fall of 22, 2022, But I've been in jail because my probation officer, she likes violating you no matter what. So, I got violated while I was in the hospital, homeless and in the hospital. Had no phone to contact her. Had no way to get out of the hospital because I was hurt pretty good on that one. Had a severe panic attack, passed out. Woke up like 2, 3, 4 days later or something. I don't even know. I don't even know what day it was when I woke up. I know it wasn't the same day. I was out like a light. I had a panic attack and passed out. Will post random. I'm very random, Will. That's on my YouTube. I put on my random life. Random things in my I don't have to go look at it. Yeah, I remember you because it's part of my whole thing, man. My random life because you never know what's going to happen the next day. You know what I mean? I put on things about Pennsylvania. They had a big Philly run or something like that, like last summer or this year, I think. And I put it on YouTube, the end of it, some of it. Do random things too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how long you've had your title for your YouTube, but that's what I listed as my summary of my YouTube. You know what I mean? Anyways, what's up? Yeah, I'm glad you two are doing good, Junior and Kira. Glad you're doing good. Hope you continue to do well. Oh yeah, it's just like I said, you don't know what's gonna happen from one day to the next. You know what I mean? So it's my random life, dude. And if anybody asks, yeah, I've been homeless since right before COVID, over 5 years ago. So, well, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 6 years ago, because uh, of other reasons. Like my adopted dad, he didn't pay the freaking rent for 2 months. And didn't tell me he was behind on bills and didn't tell me. And I gave him like every bit of my money I had. And then I found out that we were getting evicted. I was like, damn. He didn't pay it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, whatever. Can't do nothing about that. So then he was mad at me and he wanted to charge me for going to another city, right? And I was like, okay, give me a ride. And I got there and I was like, up yours, man. You can pay the bill. I ain't paying you $60 to go somewhere so I can get. I didn't even have $60. I had like $30. I wasn't gonna give it to him. I had it in my pocket. A lady that took care of me when I was a kid gave me $20, and I had like 15, so I had like $35. I wasn't giving it to him. What's up, Almaguer? And that was the beginning of my homelessness. And I was on a stupid probation for something I didn't do. The people's house I went to weren't the main ones that rented the apartment, weren't there, so they came back like 3 months later after I'd already been in jail for 2 months for trespassing and on probation for over a month, and got me found not guilty of trespassing. And then I got off probation maybe 4 months into probation. They dropped it. I was on 2 years probation for trespassing. I didn't trespass on it. I wasn't trespassing. They said I was allowed to be there anytime I wanted. So, but two of them just didn't have to be there. The main people at that time. So, but one main girl, she came back, and then they all went to the court and said, "Hey, he wasn't trespassing. He's allowed at our apartment anytime he wants. We love him." So, anyway, you're from Pakistan, man? How's it going over there? God, they ain't in the middle of that big fight in Gaza, I don't think, right? I hope you guys are. I hope Pakistan is trying to support people in the whole thing. Not just the people that our president supports, the other people. Oh, did you watch that, man? Unbelievable how many times that Trump mentioned money, rich people. When he was over there, supposedly just to help get people free, right? What a jerk. How many times can you mention money in a row? I mean, he's talking about we're going to be rich. You're going to be the richest country. America's going to be the richest country. Blah 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 because of me. Blah blah blah. And they're trying to give him the Nobel Peace Prize for helping free people. It's like, what a dip. 79-year-old moron, cousin of mine. He's a cousin to me. It's unbelievable. I'd rather than be a homosexual. It's just worse. He's hetero. I have some gay cousins. It's just whatever. I put up with them because they'd take a bullet for me, probably in their ass. Well, they liked it. I'm too sugared up. Oh, well, I mean, did you come to this country to like get married and start a business and stuff? Are you in America? I don't know how to pronounce that, dude. The 1311's nice, so it messes me up when there's numbers. ALAMGIR 1311. Are you in the United States? Or are you still in Pakistan? I hope you guys are willing to help all the injured people in the whole world of that fight. That's just stupid. That's a big, messy war over there. And like I said, if the United States minded their business enough, we'd have more people alive. Good cap? What cap? I'm not wearing a cap. I'm wearing a hat, dude. This is a hat. This is a beach hat. Or a boat hat. Ronan Alexander. What's up, man? A cap is like baseball, dude, or football, baseball cap. Or sports in general. Twilight, what's up, baby girl? My managing moderator. Only one that's made it so far. Are you going to start your own YouTube yet, Twilight? Twilight should do a YouTube and say to her ex-boyfriend. You should, Twilight. That's the trend I'm trying to start amongst you girls. Go, you don't like me? Oh, well. Kick rocks. Tell your ex-boyfriend to go kick rocks. You hear me? Kick rocks, idiot. Can't believe you like that. I'm cute. Oh, Twilight, you've been on Facebook? Oh my God, it's just the worst anymore. It ain't about anything but like sexuality of a lot of women. God, there's a ton of women on there trying to show it all off. Unbelievable. It's terrible. I was telling people, like, I gave up my Facebook once to a bunch of girls because a bunch of guys were giving them like a hard time talking about give me some sex and blah blah blah. So I kicked all the dudes off my Facebook. I never put a man on my Facebook ever again after that because they were complaining to me about it. I was like, well, you can stay on my Facebook. I'm kicking them off. And then like some bisexual girl, her girlfriend got mad and got my code from her for my Facebook and then changed it. I was like, dang, what's wrong with her? But you wouldn't believe who it was. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I get on my Facebook. Anyway. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. They called her the pizza girl. And she was like in the magazine that most only heterosexual women were in. She's gorgeous. And she wanted me to talk, like, had post her as my girlfriend on Facebook. I'm like, wow, you're gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, they called her the Pizza Girl. Piazza, I think is either her nickname or her last name or something to do with her. Anyway, delete. Oh, Junior, delete pick. What pick? Who's Junior? All right. Is Junior your ex-boyfriend? Nah, it couldn't be him. What is that? What is what's wrong with his picture? There's nothing wrong with his picture. Let me see Junior's picture. I'll go to him real quick. Let me see if I can get to him.